I kind of feel like there's something magical that happens when a school district blends state and district goals with student interests and relevancy. And I feel like the RHS capstone really does help students demonstrate college and career readiness before they graduate. And you know what I think is really exciting for me personally is that the capstone experience has really been a part of our students' experiences at Roosevelt High School for well over 8 years now. And I have been able to watch as things have changed and they've adapted in order to really meet the needs of our school and our students. So, for the last 8 years, students have been completing what has become the foundation of the RHS district capstone under a different title, the job shadowing experience. In fact, I've actually personally benefited from all my capstone learning experiences, just as students have, learning really the ins and outs of what it takes to make the experience relevant and valuable and get over some of those big hiccups. But my most recent experience, I was really able to attempt to help my students navigate the limitations that I thought was brought on by the COVID pandemic. But what I really learned is that at this point, students' experiences can still be incredibly relevant and meaningful, and the capstone can become limitless because of how students can really focus on demonstrating their own abilities to show college and career readiness. Now, there are three parts of the district capstone that are really outlined in the guidebook. Let's talk then a little bit about overall just the experience, because students in the speech class are really going to start by exploring their careers, but it's really at the next level. Because they can start researching and narrowing down potential career options as they move into networking in a field to find either what could be called a capstone mentor or a career mentor, or even a person to interview about a career, or shadow even to learn more about a career. So after students have focused on interviewing somebody or shadowing somebody, really, according to the Colorado Department of Education, a capstone then becomes this multifaceted body of work that well, for our district really demonstrates and serves as a culminating academic and intellectual experience for students. And so we give them the choice then to pick careers that interest them or pathways that really interest them and explore those and find somebody else who knows a little bit more about what they're excited about. Now, at Roosevelt, our project focus is more on college and career readiness. And so, what will happen is during the first quarter of speech class, students will use written and oral communication skills to find that career mentor in a career they're interested in pursuing after high school or college, and then go about filling out forms and documents related to the state and district mandates, and then complete the shadow or the mentor interview to collect answers related to some of the questions that they have about choosing a pathway or choosing a career or choosing a college that would be best for them. So some examples that even happened during first semester is a job shadow for a full half day, a Zoom meeting interview, or even some in-person interviewing, and those all worked out really well for first semester students. Now, as the semester continues, students are also going to be working on their digital portfolio, which is just a purposeful collection of the students' experiences. And so we'll be doing almost all of that as an in-class experience. As soon as we complete something with the capstone, we're going to upload it to a Google Drive, keep everything really organized, and then we're also going to be able to then share it on Naviance and make sure that all of our ducks are in a row. And it really does mean then that the capstone learning experience and the district ICAP can be married together as a way to finish up the senior year. That digital portfolio is then used to help build their presentation. And so at the end of their capstone learning experience, which for students in second semester, the experience will end on March the 12th. they will then start the process of deciding what to speak about. So they will get to speak about their career exploration, their thoughts and feelings and reactions to the learning journey, and the experience interviewing or shadowing the mentor. In fact, here are just some samplings of what I heard from first semester speech students as they spoke about their capstone learning experiences.
Um, and this capstone project was eye-opening because it allowed me to explore the different types of pilots and know which one I want to be.
In closing, this capstone has really been an eye-opening experience, and it's been absolutely amazing to talk to someone from the Red Sox organization about photography. I do not know what the future will bring, but I'm excited to see what happens next and what adventures I can get into.
So I learned a lot. I'm not sure that electrical engineering is where I want to go with my life, but I'm so grateful for the opportunity I had to talk to him and work with him and complete this capstone. And it was a really good experience.
I hope all of your experiences were as eye-opening and gave you as much clarity as mine did. And I am so thankful for every experience I've had, good or bad, that has led me to physical therapy. And I cannot wait to see what my future in physical therapy has for me. Thank you.
And through this interview and through this process of trying to do this experience, I was able to figure that out. And I know as I progress through my life, as I am going and trying to find those careers and going through college, that all this information and all the things that I've learned throughout my capstone experience will help me a lot.
It came full circle for me, and like, when I was younger, I was like a hands-on type of kid. I was crafty, and like the jobs I had for my capstone, like my career survey results were hands-on type of jobs, and then like.
And so communication and networking are truly keys to success.
And my experience was very eye-opening and informative, though. I learned a lot, and it really had me thinking about my options. And although I'm not sure if I want to pursue this, I was glad I could learn from someone who had been in the industry for about 20 years. So she really knew what she was talking about.
My capstone experience has helped me come closer to who I want to be when I grow up. Being a secondary teacher can have its ups and downs, but in the end, it'll be worth it.
So I don't just think that the capstone learning experience could eventually be meaningful for our students or could be relevant or might help students develop skills in communication and college and career readiness. I know based upon personal experience and also being able to incorporate this experience into the speech class for the last 8 years that the capstone learning experience is meaningful, it is relevant, and it has helped our students make some really important decisions before they start moving forward. And then that also means that they've been able to show college and career readiness as a result. Now, the state and district require that really our school provide a culminating and intellectual experience for our students. And I am incredibly proud to say that what I've shared with you today has not only been able to do that, but will continue to do that in the future. So please keep in mind that the capstone is a learning experience. And I promise to ensure that students in this course get the support, the structure, and the time that they need to complete everything by the deadline of March the 12th, and that they will have time to then write their presentations and put everything together after that experience due date. But feel free at any point to reach out and ask me any questions via email, or feel free to visit the speech class website and look a little bit more over the capstone resources.